Hey everyone, week 10 is done. So 10 weeks in, and I didn't sign, my clients signed their selling contract today. So that was really exciting. We're in escrow state, so we don't actually sign and fund on the same day, so it hasn't actually closed, but we signed the contract today and we will be funding next week. And signing and funding for the buying of the home next week. So 2 transactions happening here in week 11 coming up. Very exciting. And I got these buyers, they were acquaintances of mine from church, and I had posted about an open house I was doing for another agent, and they texted me and said, "Hey, we can't make it to the open house. Can we see the house tonight?" And I said, "Sure." So we got there and her parents came. I was like, "Are you looking for a house? What's going on?" And they said, "No, we're not looking. We just really hate our kitchen and we hate our neighborhood, or our neighbors." And I was like, "Oh, well, what do you hate about it?" And so I said, "Well, hey, I need some people to go be buyers for me so I can see other homes in the area. Would you be willing to do that?" And she said, "Sure." So we started, and we took about 2 or 3 different days over about 3 weeks. And the last time we went, we found her dream home. And I was like, "Now what?" She said, "Let's do it." So I got her pre-qualified, got her home on the market, was able to get an offer in on the house that she liked. It was a spec home, actually, with a new builder, and we're closing next week. So that was really exciting. I wrote notes this time so that I'm not talking too much about random things. I may have another listing from door knocking my neighborhood. Actually, it's a gentleman who his wife passed away a few months ago, and I knocked on his door in February, and he said in 2 to 3 months I'll be ready. And I've been contacting him about every 3 weeks. I don't say, "Hey, you ready to list your house?" I say, "Hey, how's it going? Have you gotten the stuff done that you need to? What can I help with? Do you need any contacts? Do you need house painters or flooring people?" Not that I have any. I mean, I have some knowledge of, I know roofers, but I can get that information. I've got a whole team of people that I can say, "Hey, I have a client or a lead who needs this information." Anyway, he hasn't needed anything. I actually at one point asked for the appointment, and he said no. I said, "Great. Can I call you in about a month and see how you're doing?" He said, "Yeah, that's fine." And so I've just continually called him, and I usually cut it in half. So he says in a month, I call him in 2 weeks. He doesn't notice. I feel really short today. Maybe we should move this down. Sorry. Still feel really short. I am really short, but that's no reason to be short on my video. Okay. I have been doing new agent training, and I did not really want to go. I'm not very excited about it. I went, and I'm loving it. I am learning a lot, and so I actually have homework I have to go do tonight. I've also been considering Zillow leads. I see a lot of differing opinions on it, and I think I've decided at this point the best area that I could get is $2,200 a month. Can't afford that. The next best is $900 a month. And I think I've decided I want to invest that elsewhere, making my own ads and just really getting out there and being in people's faces more all the time. Boosting Facebook posts. I don't know, something. I started blogging. I switched what company I was with for my website, so I'm doing Perfect Storm now, which has a CRM. It was actually co-designed by the guy who started my team that I'm on now. So I'm doing a blog through that, and I've been just developing my website. I went to Disneyland this last weekend with the family, got to go to my cousin's wedding. It was so exciting, so fun. I'm trying to remember to take time out for myself, but it was pretty stressful being gone when I know I'm trying to get my business off the ground, and we're so close to closing, and so I wasn't maybe the most fun person to be around this weekend for my poor family, but I was glad I got away. I need to start doing more videos. This is about the only video I'm doing, and I'm not using it to promote myself as a real estate agent. I'm doing this more to document. It's a vlog, my first year in real estate, so people can know what I went through. And so I need to start doing videos to actually market myself and talk about why you should choose me as a real estate agent, because I'm awesome. So actually at my training tomorrow, I plan on hopefully developing a little, not a script, but an outline of what I would like to say in like 30 seconds so people will actually watch it. And then I plan on spending some money and getting that out there. The big thing I'm doing right now that I started last week actually is I try to go out to eat by myself once a week, and not to anything fancy. And it happened kind of on accident. I went to Firehouse Subs, and a gentleman and his wife or girlfriend partner was there and getting lunch, and she had a cute Mickey bag, and they were really talkative with the person at the register. So after I finished and we were waiting for our subs, I was like, hey, I love your bag. And we started talking about Disneyland, ended up exchanging cards with them. They actually invited me to stay and eat lunch with them, but I had an appointment I had to get to, so I couldn't do that. But got her card, so new potential client. And then this last week I went to Cafe Rio for Taco Tuesday, and there were some cops there. And so as I was leaving, I just kind of elbowed them like, hey, you here every Tuesday? And they're like, well, yeah, Taco Tuesday. I was like, next week it's on me. And so I went Tuesday. I said, next week at 12:30, it's on me. And so I went, and nobody was there. I was like, well, they may have thought I was joking. So I got in line, and about 12:45, one of the police officers came in, and I kind of waved at him, and I told the register lady I wanted to pay for him. And so then he was done, or he was finishing up getting, and he's like, who paid for me? And she pointed me out, and I waved. I said, I told you I would. So he came and ate with me, and it was a good conversation, and I didn't push any real estate on him. I just got to know him, and he's retiring in 17 months. I was like, hey, real estate's great. He said he had no clue what he wanted to do. So I gave him my card, and I said, hey, if you want to do real estate, I'd be happy to help you out. So it wasn't even a pushing the houses thing, let me sell a house to you. It was, how can I help you? Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Hopefully got this other listing coming, and I'm still struggling with follow-ups because follow-ups are hard, and fear of rejection is hard to control. Anyway, but it's been a good week. I decided I want to make more money so that I can go to all of my cousins' weddings, and I have a lot of cousins, and because it was so fun, and I hadn't seen them in over a decade, and family is everything. I got to remind myself that my immediate family is really everything, but it would sure be fun to go to more weddings and see my extended family. So my new goal, make money, not just for Disneyland, for weddings. Other people's. I'm already married.